the Difference, another Monday night art session for you today. This week I prepared for you experimental drawing, but this is something where we're looking at the lines of our own hand, which is our foundational starting point, and then you start experimenting with those lines and developing them into your own drawing. You can use any kind of paper or pen or a pencil you're able to use. I'm looking forward to what you create, so feel free to post on Picture the Difference social media website, and then maybe tag me, or so I can have a look and make some comments. Thank you very much. Bye bye. So here I am, just one piece of paper and a pencil. If you are lucky enough to have different grades of pencils, pick up something that varies in pencil grade, so something from soft B to hard pencils with H on them. So what we're doing, we're working with the lines on our hand as our foundation for abstract drawing, and you could decide how you want to work in terms of horizontal or vertical. I think I'm gonna go this way. So what I'm doing here with the first pencil, I'm only looking at lines on my hand, and I'm drawing those lines, but not to make them look like they are part of the picture of the hand, because I won't be drawing hand at all. This is my foundation. My first point of drawing is looking at those lines and then take the drawing to different direction once I establish the beginning point here. So I'm gonna go for the most visible lines, and then I'm gonna do a few lines I can see on my fingers. And again, I'm not gonna be doing them in very good proportion or worrying about where should they sit on hand, because I'm not going to be drawing hand at all. So I'm starting with this one. And pay attention to that those lines, some of them are like what we call lost edge, so they come and go. Some of them are very wobbly. It's about catching some shapes, and you pick up the lines you want to include in your drawing. The more you look, the more lines you start seeing. And look how some lines overlap. How do they meet with each other? Okay, so this is my starting point, which is basically a collection of random lines, and that's where I'm going to develop my abstract drawing. So what I'm doing here, I'm just gonna build up on those lines with creating more shapes, but more close shapes now, and filling them with pattern if I want to, or just blocking with pencil, covering some of those areas. So join some of those lines. That's always good beginning. So here I'm starting seeing this bigger shape here, and here I'm just going to join those lines into one. It's another big shape. Okay, so you can see those two big shapes, some lines here, two smaller shapes. So now I'll just be filling those shapes with different patterns, different areas I'll be covering with pencil or leaving blank, till I build up as many layers as I want. Let me just join this one as well. And I'm gonna go here. So I have now two kind of close shapes. They connected with that line. So let me just do that, and you can watch the process. Okay, so here you can see I started building up my drawing, and I carry on with this one. But once I start, I can see some kind of shapes that are more dominant here, and I may want to link them with that second part of the image. So when I build up, there may be more similar shapes, and use pencils different ways to cover lightly, to use them more with more pressure, then you get those dark bold lines. Use different patterns, and here I'm quite interesting about creating the second part and then linking them with those two lines. So let me just carry on and I show you how the finished drawing looks like. Here is my finished drawing. I could still work on it, but just wanted to show you how far you can take it. So what I've done, because I could see those two separate shapes linked with the line, I started working with this one, as you've seen, and then moved to the big shape, and some of the patterns I tried to repeat, so it's more unified. So this, for example, those two lines, which were actually taken initially from my finger, those tiny lines, they kind of connect those two images. I also tried to apply pencil in a variety of ways, and I use soft pencil for dark areas and harder pencil for light areas, but you can also work with just one pencil and use different pressure with application of the pencil. That's another pattern I repeated. So this is called really kind of experimental drawing. You don't know where it's going to take you, and it's good to start somewhere where you, like here, you work with your own lines on your hand. So it's interesting where that can take you. So I hope you have fun with it, and post your images on social media so I can see. Thank you. Bye bye.